All right, here we go. My ER story as an extra. Okay, this is around 1995 or 6 or something like that. And I had started being an extra because I was kind of curious about the entertainment movie industry, and also there was a little money to be made as an extra, and they fed you too, so it was kind of cool. It turned out to be about it turns out to be about $50 for a whole day's work, so it's not really a lot of money. Anyway, I booked the show ER, and subsequently went to the ER studios there in Burbank on the Warner Brothers studios. And they were filming a triage scene in the cafeteria there on ER. And so what they had a bunch of us extras do, and I was dressed up as a doctor. Yeah, the Clooney years. And I got a Clooney story for you too. So I was dressed up in a doctor's smock. So I was a doctor, just like George Clooney would wear. I was a doctor. They had me as a doctor. Anyway, during the triage scene in the cafeteria, they had us all of us extras walking back and crisscrossing all the time. And it wasn't George Clooney, but it was the other guy who I forgot his name. I think Noah Wiley, I think is his name. And he was the other doctor, the other star, one of the other stars on the show. And he had this job of picking up a vat of ice. And so he's picking up this vat of ice during the scene, and I am kind of crisscross. I'm walking by him, and I did a little move. Like a fake move, like it was football or something. And so I kind of faked like I was going this direction, but I inadvertently went the other direction because I didn't want to run into him, because I didn't want to run into him. But he freaked out, and he slipped and spilled the bucket of ice, and so I basically inadvertently made him trip or whatever, lose his balance. Okay, and then I did this the ER for a couple of days. It was a couple of days. So one of like the next day or something, I went on lunch break, and I was wandering around on the Warner Brothers lot, and in my schmuck, my doctor's schmuck, and I ran into the basketball courts, and I'm still wearing my doctor's smock, and there was George Clooney holding court. He was holding court, and I saw that he looked at me. He was like, "Oh," and I knew you could imagine what he was doing. He was looking at me like, "Oh, that's my replacement." Because I was, dressed up as a doctor. That's my replacement for ER. Because he wasn't, he was like about to quit ER or whatever. Little did he know that it was Mr. Let's Paint. All right, that's my ER story.